Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video, and I've got an update on the Umarex Synergis Elite. It is basically that the one that I got here is defective. So basically, I really like the design of this gun. It's really cool. Yeah, I mean, it's a gun nice stock. I like the underlever. The underlever in here is pretty cool. I like the fact it has magazines. It's a really nice gun, but I think the one I got is defective, which is really annoying. That's the thing that I heard about from Umarex. Or from various other people. That's the thing about Umarex. Their quality control is kind of meh. I mean, sometimes they have guns that are great, and other times they have guns that are defective, like this one. So let me show you why it's defective and what's going on with it. A couple things are out of the box I noticed, and I just talked about this on my first video. This underlever arm is loose, which there's some other people that have had problems with that and fixed it, but there's been other people that have not had problems with it. So I sort of think that it might actually be a defect. Just one, it's very minor, but I think it's a part of the defective product. Like this thing is really, like, listen to this. I don't know if you can see, but it's moving around pretty bad. And it's not just there at the end of the barrel. If you look right here on the barrel on the bottom right here, it moves down here too. You'll see when you do the Cronny test as far as why this thing is defective. Yeah. Also, there's something that rattles inside of here when I shake it. Let me hold it. I'm gonna hold this thing tight so this doesn't shake. And it's not the magazine either. Listen. It's kind of hard to hear, but there's something inside of the breech or pressure chamber, whatever in here, that's rattling. Could be the piston, but I'm not sure. But I think it's affecting the power. And I think that's what's defective in the gun. I didn't check it when I first got it, so I don't know if it was in there when I first got it or not, but I'm quite certain it was. I was doing some testing over the chronograph when I first got it, and the speeds I got were a little strange. I thought it might be the chronograph, but it might not be after all. I got about 634 with 18 grain pellets, then I got 660 with 14.3 grain pellets, which is definitely a little bit slow and definitely defective. So I'm going to show you some stuff that I shot recently and how bad it's doing, and then we'll do a Cronny test. Alright guys, so we are out here and we are ready for the accuracy test for this thing here. So let's go ahead and do that and see what kind of accuracy we get. We are going to be using the Crosman Ultra Magnum pellets, 14.3 grain pellets. See what those do. We'll be using the JTS Dead Center 18.1 grain pellets, and just for fun I'm going to try out some of these Terminators I've got. Almost out. I'm going to see how they do, just out of curiosity. So I'll be trying those pellets. We're here at 20 yards. We'll see what we can do at 20 yards. Got a Umarex Synergis Elite, of course. Also, another note, I did put another scope on here other than the one that came with it. Because the one that came with it, it worked, but it seemed to be having some issues. So I put another scope on here. I put the Bushnell Banner Dusk and Dawn scope on here. And we'll see. That seems to be doing a little better, so we'll see what kind of groups we can get with that. Should be a little better, hopefully. So yeah. Also, another thing I did, I put some tape here on the some of that electrical tape here on the end, where the handle is, basically just to make so it snugs up against the barrel a little better, so it doesn't rattle. I mean, it still rattles a little bit, but it's not that bad. It doesn't rattle when you shake it. Anyway, let's go and get shooting and see what kind of groups you can get. Alright, so here's the groups. I don't know how good you can see, but Costner ones did really terrible. We had one up here, another one here, and then one all the way down here, and some ones that totally missed the board. Pretty bad. The JTS ones, we had one over here, one here, one here, and one here. Just really good. The fifth one, I'm not sure exactly where that one went. Actually, we did 4. No, we did 5 of them. I'm not sure exactly where that one went. It's either up around here somewhere on the board, or we got about 2 in the same hole. I'm not sure, but that's okay. It's not crazy good at all, but anyway. And the terminators, you got one up here, one right here, and I think another one down here. So that's pretty bad. So the terminators are doing pretty bad. It looks like the JTS ones did the best, but that's still kind of a terrible group, and I'm not sure why they're grouping that bad at all. I don't know what the deal is. Alrighty, so since the chronograph test didn't work, I'm going to I'm going to do this. So I got up my Carl Smith 1322 pistol. I'm going to shoot that at the barrel and show a comparison of how this does compared to the gun, and that'll give you an idea of how the speeds are. I know what the speeds are on this because I did a test and my chronograph worked. They were about 460, I think, for something with 40.3 grain pellets, and probably going about 5, close to the same speed as that thing is going with the 9.75 grain Field Target Trophy green pellets. So I'll try that and see what it does, and we'll compare these two, and it'll give you a good idea of what speeds the other gun is going at, even if we don't have a chronograph, even if it's not working that well, because it is having some issues. But yeah, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, so I went ahead and did the shots as you saw. So the first one I think landed right here. Actually, wait, you know what? No, it didn't. No. Anyway, either way. So there's one here and one here. So if you look at this one here, it's kind of a small dent. It didn't do a whole lot. That might have been the crossing one, or maybe it might have been the other fast one. But anyway, one of them did that right there. If you look at that dent here, it's about that big there. About the same size as the dents with my Synergis gun. I did it from about the same distance. So this was one I did just today. This dent is a little bit deeper, and sticks out a little bit further than what this one here does, but it's pretty close. So that shows that the Umarex Synergis Elite is going about the same speed as this thing here is on 10 pumps. Which that's pretty bad. That clearly tells it's going pretty slow. Definitely defective. It should be going a lot faster than that. And that kind of gives you an idea of what the speeds are, even if we don't have a chronograph. So yeah, I'm going to send it back and return it, and see if I can get another one back. See if I can get another one in place of this one, or in place of my defective one. Hopefully that'll be a lot better. So yeah, I'll see how that goes and keep you updated if I can get another one that's pretty good. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this was helpful for you in thinking about getting the Umarex Synergis Elite. Just be careful, and yeah, expect the worst, I guess, because you might get one that's defective like I did. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe as usual. See you in the next one. Toodles!